What is caffeine? Caffeine is a drug that stimulates your brain and nervous system. It's found in many drinks such as coffee, tea, soft drinks, and energy drinks. Caffeine is absorbed in the body, and the short-term effects are usually experienced between 5 and 30 minutes after having it. These effects can include increased breathing and heart rate, and increased mental alertness and physical energy. Depending on the individual, these effects can last up to 12 hours. People can develop a dependence on coffee and other caffeinated beverages quite quickly. This is due to the chemical changes that sustained consumption produces in the brain. Why do you drink coffee before going to work, or going to the gym, or doing anything that you do? It's because the dopamine that comes from drinking caffeine stimulates the mind to think what you're doing is actually enjoyable, which in reality you'd much rather not be doing it. Here are some effects when you stop drinking caffeine: headache, fatigue, anxiety, irritability, depressed mood, difficulty concentrating. And I'm about to experience it. Okay guys, it's kind of funny because I've actually been planning to do this for quite some time. It just always seemed to be like that impossible thing that I could never bring myself actually around to do. And that's why I feel like it's so crucial that I do it right now. Not push it back any further, not wait till the next time that I'm free. Ironically enough, this has to be the busiest week that I've had in so long with personal work and then client work too. It is a new level of stress, but I think that's why I'd rather have less energy than have all the energy in the world and constantly be anxious. Because last week, I literally have not had a panic attack in so long, but I actually felt like I was in a panic attack because I just had so much going on, and the caffeine was just ramping my heart rate up exponentially, and I just didn't know how to handle it. So that was a brief scare. And I drink energy drinks all the time, not just energy drinks, just coffee and pre-workout in general. It just kind of spiraled out to be, now I need caffeine after the gym, now I need caffeine in the afternoon. And then at a certain point I was like, this needs to stop. I'm drinking 600 milliliters of caffeine a day, which is just that's not healthy. The average person drinks 400 milliliters a day, which is still probably 2 cups of coffee. So I cut it back to 1, and that was actually doing really good because I saw my sleep getting a lot better. But they said if you're not drinking caffeine at all, you're gonna sleep like a baby regardless, because you don't have any stimulant in your body that you have to come down off of. I don't know. I want to bring you guys along, see how this goes. I'm not 100% sure how the process is gonna go. I've heard that week 1 will be very, very bad. After that, you'll slowly start getting your energy back, but I think you don't get to 100% until close to a month. So come with me. Let's see how it actually goes. I want to bring you guys through the process from week 1, week 2, a couple days, and just see check up on the highs and the lows. And honestly, I feel like this will hold me accountable too. If I tell you guys I'm not drinking caffeine, I'm not going to. And that's one thing to me. It's if I'm doing it to not only for myself, but then you guys holding me accountable, I definitely think I'll be able to get through it. And honestly, I'm just ready to access my full energy and potential. So let's see how it goes. No promises though here. No, that's a promise. Okay. Let's go to the gym. I'm not looking too forward to this, but let's see how it goes. Okay guys, the gym was super interesting. Energy levels are just super low, and since when I first started going to the gym, I instantly always took pre-workout. So today was the first day not taking it. So energy is extremely low, but at the same time, I know I'm not expecting a crash, or I don't know, it's different. You don't have the high energy levels, so you just feel completely tired after. It's very consistent. There's not a lot of consistent energy. I feel that comes when you actually completely get out of your system and start generating the energy by yourself. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep you guys posted. Hopefully probably check back in around like nighttime for the first day, and just see how it is, because I promise you I'll probably be going to sleep super early tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, I don't know if you can tell just by like the way I look, but I'm absolutely exhausted. I really didn't think it was gonna be this hard, but with like not having that unnatural release of dopamine and energy, I feel like that is where like the motivation was like coming in, because I could drink a bunch of caffeine and just instantly go, even if I wasn't even slept. Yeah, I feel like it'll get easier, but as of right now, my head hurts. I'm tired. It's even like achy. Like I feel like in my neck, it just feels like where my body's just like asking me like, what am I doing? You know, it's like we're just rejecting what I'm doing. But yeah, not that bad of a first day, but I feel like it's definitely gonna get better. So yeah, so let's just go to sleep, and see. And this is the craziest thing. It's 9:40. I'm about to go to sleep right now at 10 o'clock. I'm normally going to sleep at like 11 something, but I mean a whole hour earlier. Like I'm exhausted, so I think it's probably because of the workout too, but I'm just gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, if I have the energy. Okay guys, so it has been 2 weeks since I stopped drinking caffeine when you guys originally saw me, and the first week was pretty bad. That's why I wasn't even filming, because I did not have the energy to film, and the productivity and motivation was just very, very mild, if any. Week 2 got a little bit better, but I thought today would be the perfect time to look up some ways to naturally get energy opposed to drinking caffeine. So let's get into that and let's see what they end up saying. I feel like this should be cool. Let's see. Natural ways to boost your energy in 10 minutes or less. Start the timer. Okay, number 1, exercise. So doing some exercise is known to boost energy levels drastically. Okay, let's go to the gym. Okay guys, that was good. I don't know if my energy levels are higher, but it was definitely a nice way to start the morning. Doing yoga not only limbers you up, but it definitely helps your blood start to flow. And it helps with stress. That's like the biggest thing it says on here, that it will really help you calm down so you can focus in on more what you're trying to get done and less of the distractions. So let's do that. Drinking water. Okay, I drink water all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, take a try for the camera. See, I always carry on this big boy. It's almost out too, so. Done. Dance to your favorite music. I can do this. I mean, I feel like I always do this. It's probably why I have energy all the time. So let's put some music on. Let's do that. Get some vitamin D. Going outside and tanning definitely helps you wake up from the natural sun. I'm down to tan. Are you down to tan? So let's go tanning. The tanning I feel like definitely helped, but don't want to stay out here too long because the sun might actually get to me. Okay, and the last one is to eat healthy. I feel like I eat healthy quite often, I'm not gonna lie, so that's not a problem. Let's go make lunch now, so let's do that. How about him? Okay guys, so with all these things, they definitely helped me to like realize like there's a lot of things you can do to actually like wake you up and get your blood flowing. But in all, the energy isn't gonna come back to you like, oh my God, I'm feeling amazing, I just danced. No, it's like all these things are like things that you should be implementing every day in order to get a consistent energy gain. It's not like drinking caffeine per se and you get a spike in energy right away. That's what happens with the crash, because you're not actually energized, you're just giving yourself the false sensation. So what I've noticed is just sleeping on like a really good routine and making sure you're well rested, eating the food to actually give yourself the natural energy, and doing all these things we did today. Those are things that you can implement every day, and I've noticed that when you do those, you don't have the really hard crashes. Like I'll be very consistent on energy all day, and I know it's only been 2 weeks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check in with you guys when I've been a month off of caffeine and let you know if that energy has come back. So they say if you don't give it a chance, you're not gonna know how your body actually functions off of it. So I'm gonna wait to see a month, and then I'll realize if I'm actually doing really good and the energy all comes back or not. So I'm gonna let you guys know. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys then. Can we put the music back on? Like the music was great earlier, and I need to make sure I download this. God, it's so loud. Okay, see you guys in. I'm back. It's been 2 months. I know originally I wanted to check in around 1 month, but your energy levels don't really come back until right around 2 months. So 1 month I was still figuring out how to actually get my energy levels back to what they used to be. And I have a couple tips for you guys too that I kind of figured out along the way. So let's get into those. So first, like the biggest thing was getting 8 hours of sleep every night. That means I had to be very disciplined in order to actually get to bed at the same exact time, and to actually get really good sleep was another thing as well too. So to black out your curtains, to not be on your phone late at night too, that's gonna keep you up, and to be consistent with that helped me get a lot more energy throughout the process. Okay, so the second thing is waking up at the same time every single day. And I say every single day because if you take off 1 day, you've already ruined your routine. So by doing this, no matter what time you go to sleep, it's gonna keep you disciplined to go to sleep to get that good night's rest, and then you're up at the same time in the morning. And I noticed that a lot of mornings that I want to sleep in, after you slept in, your energy levels were almost depleted, because not only are you feeling bad about sleeping in, but like you don't need that extra sleep. Like when you wake up for the first time, it's your body telling you to get up and get your day started. So on that note, the third thing is taking cold showers right when you wake up. It doesn't necessarily have to be right when you wake up, but like if I went to the gym, or if I meditated, or if I did my morning routine, I'd take a cold shower right after that to get me right into the early morning. This is so important, not only for like the mental control, but I noticed that like when you don't have a quick pick-me-up, like for caffeine or coffee or something like that, a cold shower instantly woke me up and like got me ready to go. So if you're feeling kind of sluggish and you always are told you look tired, cold shower will pep you up and get you going out the door really quick. So the fourth thing is just eating a lot more healthy. Eating healthy is not, oh, I don't eat out all the time, because you can eat in and still eat poorly. And I know a lot of people that do that and think they're eating healthy. No. When I ate healthy, I mean implementing a lot more greens into your diet, eating a lot more just solid, clean foods, not frozen or processed foods is the main thing. And you'd be so surprised what you put into your body is what you get out of it. So eating clean helped me ramp up my energy in so many more ways than I could imagine. And that leads on to the next point, taking vitamins. Vitamins is such an important thing, and for some reason I stopped taking vitamins probably like a year ago. I don't know why, but I had a weird like thought in my head that maybe just taking vitamins when I work out would be the best thing. It's not. You start noticing your joints and like your back, all this other stuff. Taking vitamins is such a good way to get a natural sense of energy too. So do some research, find some good vitamins that will actually help you boost your energy levels, help with like digestion, your skin, and so many other things like fish oil for joints. Like there's so much stuff you could get. So do your research. You don't necessarily have to take all of them, but just to find a good vitamin that works for you will definitely help you come up with a lot more energy than if you weren't taking them. And finally, just to be more active in general. I found that being outside and being active was a lot more of an energy-packed activity to do. I prefer to run outdoors opposed to running on a treadmill indoors, and it goes for any other sport too. I started picking up like tennis and running and all this stuff. When you're doing it outside, soaking up that vitamin D while being active was such a big thing for me. So if you can't do one or the other, but being active and being outside is such a good way to boost your energy levels in a very natural and very simple way too. You don't have to go run a marathon, but go run around the block, or for me, I'll run down to a park, run home, quick shower, and then I'm good for the day. So another fun thing to keep inside your head is energy isn't, you're not like born with energy. Energy is a thing the body's adapted to become. So for inactive people, they always say they're not energized to do that. But for the active people, they know that they weren't energized either. They had to end up growing that muscle. So if you're more active, your body will therefore give you the energy in order to keep up being that active too. I have to constantly remind myself that when I'm having like a lazy day and I don't want to go out and do anything active, but every single time I do, it makes me get more and more energy for the next time I want to go out and play around. Okay, so those were just like a couple of like the main things that I noticed. Of course, there's so many different ways to actually be more energized. Those are just the ones that worked for me, and everyone's body type is vastly different. So go out, kind of see what works with you and what doesn't, and hopefully a couple of those tips would help. So when I stopped, probably it's like over 2 months ago, I stopped cold turkey. So I was drinking close to like 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, stopped to like 400. I think like the last week I did 200, and I saw such like a increase on like the way I was sleeping and how I overall felt that I stopped that next week completely. I made this video so I could bring you guys along, but it's not as easy as it might seem to other people. I have a friend that stopped and then she drank like caffeine by accident and went through like complete withdrawals, had crazy headaches, felt like crap all day long. So it's just not that simple. I didn't have any instances where I drank caffeine on accident because I was very uptight about that. Because when I start something, I want to make sure I finish it all the way through so I don't have like a partial effect. But if you are someone that struggles with like getting distracted or quitting easily if you're around a certain environment, just make sure you don't surround yourself in like a caffeine place. Like you can go to a coffee shop, but you might make you want to go and get coffee. You might not want to hang out with those friends that are constantly always like giving you caffeinated drinks, or just be structured and say, no, I'm not doing this. It doesn't matter where you are. So just don't keep it around you. And speaking of that, hold on, I actually need to get rid of something too. I know I have these in here too. These have been in here literally the whole time. Don't need these anymore. Okay, now that we got rid of that, I don't know, that has actually been in my pantry for the whole time. I think it was more of a test to see if I could keep it in there and not drink it until the end of this. But now it doesn't even come across my mind. Like I don't think about it at all. So I guess that really does show you how much you do progress and forget about things you used to struggle with. So with all that being said, this was a complete personal decision that I made to better myself and to actually test myself as well too. Funny side note, I literally used to get so many comments from people being like, oh, I saw this like your second energy drink today. Oh dude, are you okay? Like you're drinking a lot of caffeine. That's not healthy, that's not healthy. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like for someone that revolves around fitness and wanting to like better myself in like a healthier manner, drinking caffeine all the time is not an appropriate excuse to not getting sleep, not taking care of yourself, and overall like not like giving yourself the proper nutrition to survive and to overall thrive as a human being. So I'm not telling you that you need to stop drinking caffeine, but I had a severe problem with it where I didn't think I had a problem with it, but I'd been drinking caffeine my whole like young adult life, and I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to test and see what I could actually do without it, and I am feeling better than ever. And I'm so glad I made the decision, but that doesn't mean you need to go and do it for yourself too. It's just saying if you want to, here are the steps, try it out for yourself and see if it betters you. Like, you know, like that is the whole point of like progressing as a human being, is trying something once, realizing that it sticks and that you want to keep it up and bettering yourself because of that. It's not to be hard on yourself because you drink a cup of coffee a day. That is fine. I just wanted to go a different route and see how my body acted with it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. This was so much fun to make. Let me know if you guys like videos like this, because again, like teaching you guys about something that I didn't even know about before and learning about it through the process and us learning together for that matter, is so fun. Like I really enjoy making these videos. So let me know if you like them, and if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next one. I got a couple of videos up my sleeve. The next one I think will be super interesting, and that'll probably be like my next challenge video. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I think that one will be sick. So I'll see you guys then. Yeah.